Hi, good afternoon.
Okay, class, let's take a look. See where were we? Okay. Well, basically, we are here. We are in this chapter. Regards is the compendium of the matter lah. Compendium of the matter. Yes, we are in the compendium of the matter. Why we talk about the matter? So just to remind everybody that, okay, basically according to the Visuddhimagga, okay, in this stage is considered knowledge of analyzing mind and matter. So this is why we have to understand the matter. So before analyzing it, we need some knowledge. We call it as a panya bhumi, as we studying now, the abhidhamma, the knowledge. In order, the moment we analyze the matter, then we know what to target for. And next, let's take a look. For the analyzing the matter, basically we have gone through quite a number of the the subtitle, introductory verse, enumerations, material phenomena, classification of matter, the origination of the matter, the grouping of the material phenomena. So now we are in the occurrence of the material phenomena. Okay, so let's take a look. Basically, we have already gone through how is the human okay. We are, a few waves. So we talk about that the moment when we die, okay, when we reborn as the living being in the sensuous realm, basically we possess certain matter or certain materiality. As a human, okay, usually for the normal people, we inborn with some matter with the karma. Second, we inborn with the matter we call as what ayatana. We first started. I cannot. My mind cannot produce a translation. Okay. The moment we give birth, three. One is sense faculty, is the body. Second is the karma. Yes, and come together with the karma. And the third one is the sense. How to say? Something I cannot remember. So this is a few things. Once as human reborn, we possess all together. Okay. Now we go to the session regarding to the fine material. The fine material. Well, there will be quite some obvious difference between reborn in the fine material and as a human. As a human, if you regard as a normal human, basically the faculty within the body, all you got. Eye, ear, tongue, nose, all you possess for normal people. And then, of course, you got the body. Then some karma come together with the. This is a part, a very important part. Together come with the karma. Now we go to the fine material. See how is the difference. Yeah, Mr. Leong, can you please read the passage, please?
In the fine material world, the decays of nose, tongue, body, sex, and the material groups produced by nutriment are not found. Therefore, to those beings at the time of rebirth linking, there arise four material groups produced by karma. The three decays of eye, ear, and heart base, and the vital nona. During the course of existence, material phenomena produced by consciousness and by temperature are found. The beings in the fine material realms, beings asexual, lack the two decays of sex, and though they process the physical forms of the nose, tongue, and body, these organs are destitute of sense receptivity. Among percipient beings. Among the non-percipient beings, the eye, ear, heart base, and sound are also not found. Similarly, no consciousness-born material phenomena are found. Therefore, at the moment of their birth relinking, only the vital nona arises. During the course of existence, material phenomena produced by temperature, with the exception of sound, continue. Thus, in the three cases of the sensuous world, the fine material world and non-percipient beings, the occurrence of material phenomena should be understood as twofold, by way of birth relinking and the cause of existence. In the sense planes, 28 material phenomena are found. In the fine material planes, 23. Among the non-percipients, 17, and none in the immaterial plane. At the moment of conception, sound, mutability, decay, and death are not found. In the course of existence, there is nothing that is not obtained. Herein, this is the procedure regarding the occurrence of material phenomena.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay.
You.
Yes. Yes, raise 10 plates once you finish. Okay, Cecilia, finish. Can you catch up, Cecilia? Okay. Not cannot catch up. Never mind. Have you finished highlight? Okay. Okay. So class here is something quite interesting. Why? Because now we talk about the fine material. Basically, where is the fine material class? 我哋睇戲係咪嗰啲神仙係咪？Usually they are not the fine material. 嗰啲神仙 usually in the sensual realm. Why? Because they're still having food. You see a class in the fine material, basically, they just have the physical of the nose and the tongue, but without any sensitivity. Because fine material, meaning to say they are, they have the jhana as a food. So there's no need to eat anything. Okay, class, even though you meditate very well until to the reach to the jhana, but you still need the food. Why? Because the physical body need food. So according to the Visuddhimagga, the most you can sustain is only 7 days. After 7 days, you may die of starvation. So you have to keep on consuming. And then since the infine material, they still got ear faculty and eye faculty, meaning to say that they can listen to the Dhamma. So this is important. Okay. Whereas if you go to Arupa Jhana meaning to say totally no physical body, no ear, no eyes, nothing. So that is the master of the Shakyamuni. Also, the Alala Kalama, even though he know that Shakyamuni is better than him, but he know that he couldn't learn anything from him. The reason is because they got one how to say one cultivator he hugged Shakyamuni. He said that he laughed in the very beginning. He said, "Oh, this is the Buddha." Okay, and that's very precious. Later on, he cries. He said that, "Oh, even though once he become Buddha, I can't learn from him." The reason is because he will be in the Arupa Jhana, so cannot learn from him. Even the teacher Allah Kamala also, because in Arupa Jhana without any faculty, that's why we call the Arupa Jhana as destructive. One out of 8 destructive. This is not a very good place. You see, the meaning to say that class. So this is the 28 planes for us. Let's take a look. So this is a 28 planes. You see, 28 planes. Okay, you do not Mandarin, it doesn't matter. They're totally 31 planes. Okay, so 31 planes. Okay, and then you see 31 planes. Let's see any translation or not. Maybe here got translation to English or not immediately or not. Got or not here?
Last time I sent to you already.
No, my here got translate. Okay. Yes, I want the from English detected. Let's see document. Translate the whole document. Okay, detect. Okay, from the text. English. This is from the Chinese. CHI. Okay, Chinese. Okay. Okay, no, it's just a sentence only. Not the whole things. Okay. Documents. Yes. Auto detect to Chinese to English. Okay, translate. See or not, class? So this is the one, you see. Well, basically, this is the 28 to 31. basically the arupa jhana. You see, empty and boundless space, nowhere, and also neither perception nor non-perception. Basically, they don't have any physical body. So meaning to say they can't learn Dhamma. You see, they are the highest one, you see. But highest one is not the best one. And the lowest one, like here, you see, from hell to the Ashura, not the good place. Human is the best, number 5, because our suffering and the joy is balanced here. Here, might not be good, but not as good as a human. Why the reason why is because if you reborn there, number 1, they enjoy longer than us. Number 2, the lifespan longer than us. Number 3 one, the third one is they are how should we call it? And the light is better than us. They got light one shining. But the point is because the lack of suffering quite hard to cultivate. So except they close to some, they stay closer with some. Kayana mitata. So this is the reason why Tushita heaven is one of the heaven we encourage people to born, must be born in the internal, internal chamber, so that the Maitreya Buddha can teach you. If you reborn in the external of the chamber of the star heaven, then you still cannot learn in the Dhamma. See or not? So this is, we call it as the sensual realm above the human being. Whereas here, let's take a look. So this is the first, second, third jhana. From the first, second, third, and the fourth jhana. Even though we got four jhana is the best, is the very best place to go. Especially the last 5 one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just only Arahant can stay here. Just only the Arahant can stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But the point is the 22 is the thinking of the essential heavens. Translation is not that good. Okay. Meaning to say that this is the one. They have a physical body, but they without any consciousness. This number 22 is the non-percipient non-percipient beings here. For the non-percipient being, the skills to reborn is available in Surangama. Basically, once they attain to the jhana, they try to suppress the citta and the cettasika. But I don't know exactly how the skills they suppress it. I think maybe they don't like it, especially the perception. Perception is very major, play major role in communication. Maybe this group people, they hate communication. But must be possessed the jhana. Then you will go there. Once you go there, just like a stone, everybody like a stone only there. Without the consciousness, you will do a fourth jhana. Class, you see, very special. Okay, but I don't think we will go there. You must have possess special jhana skills to go there or to be reborn there. Okay, then next, last one. So we finish. Now we talk about the summary. See, in the sensuous world, the 5 material non-percipient basically got twofold. In sense plane, 28 material all found. So class, basically, for this diagram, let's take a look. The 28 planes. So 28 planes, where can we get? I think I should try to get a better diagram for you all. Okay, class, please take a look to the page for this Abhidhamma. Okay, list of the table. Okay, so chapter number 5. Number 5. This is more proper name. So chapter number 5, list of the table is chapter number 5. Is lifespan in the sense plane of resistance 1x6 class. Please turn to the page 1x6. 1x6. Okay, so this is the better diagram with the better translation. The more proper one is here. Okay? Yes. So meaning to say that class, if let's say you reborn now, if as a human, we reborn here as a human, okay, especially the sensuous, blissful plane, we possess 28 of the Chatasika material. 28, we got all here. 28, we got all here. It is in the sensuous. But from the first jhana starting, see or not class, we have certain things, but we don't have other things. As we mentioned just now, you see or not? He said that now, here, the five material, 28, in the five material, 23. Why 23? Because we don't have, we just have the physical form, the nose, tongue, and the body, but we don't have sensitivity. And the non-percipient is a 17. A non-percipient is here after the fourth jhana. See, not here. We call it as fourth jhana, non-percipient realm. Okay, so this is a non-percipient realm. Okay. And then finally, let's take a look. Is this? It's about immaterial plane. So because immaterial, it doesn't have any physical in the simple way. So class meaning to say that you see a class, in order to have a different consciousness arise, you want to produce to the jhana, usually our brain will take place. But in the ancient time, we don't call it as the brain. Okay, so we have a special name. Usually we call it as yimen. Yimen. Let's see first. We call it as yimen. Yimen. LDH. Let's see. Yimen. Okay, Buddhism. A mind door. Usually we call it as a mind door. But in immaterial sphere, basically they don't have mind door. You see, class, why the mind door is so important, the brain is so important. You see, class, once you see certain thing, you see, when you start seeing the things, see or not? Class, once we reborn now, especially with the karma, the material origin from the karma, basically is we involve eye, ear, nose, tongues. You see, once we grow up, this type of sensitivity we start functioning, and it can only function together with the brain. So as we call mind door, why is the mind door is so important? And then even though, but in the how to call it, five material sphere, we don't know, because whether they use the brain together or when we communicate to us, we don't know. But they still got the fine material of the body. Maybe Mr. Leong, next time, if you can talk to the Dewa, you ask, do they have any brain or not? So you have to ask them, the brain. And then in Mahayana, we talk about the alaya consciousness. Quite clearly that brain is one of the part, to demonstrate the existence of the alaya consciousness. But one thing is exception is the arupa jhana, because arupa jhana totally nothing. Meaning to say that once arupa jhana, the being there, whatever karma they create, it will be plant in the alaya consciousness. The seed will be plant in the alaya consciousness, and they don't have the brain. So meaning to say that is, the best we can see that alaya consciousness basically still can exist without any support from the physical body. So once we reincarnate, so this alaya consciousness will from one life to another life. By the Abhidhamma, we call it as the bhavanga. Or when you die, okay, then another bhavanga will appear. Okay, through bhavanga. So this is the class for today. Okay. So, okay. Yes, any question, class? So we'll turn to another chapter, is the chapter number 7 already. So class, what did you learn from the whole things? Meaning to say the class, you already possess the knowledge to do the Vipassana, to analyze the matter already. And how about the mind? Yes, in the chapter 1, 2, 3, 4 is enough for you to analyze the mind. And including today is the matter. So in the chapter number 8, we get the knowledge to do the Paticca in order we can do the knowledge of discerning cause and condition. So this is the class for today. Not today yet. We still got Nibbana. Nibbana, okay, is quite exceptional. We insert, the commentator insert the Nibbana after the rupa. The materiality. This is very special. Okay, class, you get it or not? So you get a rough idea. You don't aim to become Abhidhamma teacher. You don't need to go to such a detail. But this rough, understanding is good enough for you once you travel to Thailand and the Myanmar for meditation. More than enough. It's enough already. Okay. So any question? Without any question, we go to the Nibbana. So Nibbana is the most abstract part in Abhidhamma. Okay, Nibbana. Yes, Elena, can you please read the passage? Nibbana.
Nibbana is some supramundane and is to be realized by the knowledge of the four paths. It becomes an object to the path and fruits, and is called Nibbana because it is a departure from craving, which is an entanglement. Nibbana is termed supramundane. The concluding section of this chapter deals briefly with the fourth ultimate reality, Nibbana. Etymologically, the word Nibbana, the Pali form of the better known Sanskrit Nirvana, is derived from a verb nibbati, meaning to be blown out or to be extinguished. It thus signifies the extinguishing of the worldly fires of great hatred and delusion. But the Pali commentators prefer to treat it as the negation of or departure from the entanglement of craving, the derivation which is offered here. For as long as one is entangled by craving, one remains bound in samsara, the cycle of birth and death. But when all craving has been extirpated, one attains Nibbana, deliverance from the cycle of birth and death. Analysis through Nibbana is onefold according to its intrinsic nature. By reference to a basis for distinction, it is twofold, namely the element of Nibbana with the residue remaining and the element of Nibbana without the residue meaning. It is threefold according to its different aspects, namely void, signless, and desireless. Though Nibbana is onefold according to its intrinsic value, etc., Nibbana is a single, undifferentiated ultimate reality. It is exclusively supramundane and has one intrinsic nature, which is that of being the unconditioned deathless element totally transcendent to the conditioned world. Nevertheless, by reference to a basis for distinction, Nibbana is said to be twofold. The basis for distinction is the presence or absence of the five aggregates. The element of Nibbana, as experienced by Arahat, is called with the residue remaining, because though the defilements have all been extinguished, the residue of aggregates acquired by past clinging remains through the duration of the Arahat's life. The element of Nibbana attained with the Arahat's demise is called that without the residue remaining, because the five aggregates are discarded and are never acquired again. The two elements of Nibbana are also called, in the commentaries, the extinguishment of the defilements. and the extinguishment of the aggregates. It is threefold according to its different aspects. Nibbana is called the void because it is devoid of greed, hatred, and delusion, and because it is devoid of all that is conditioned, it is called signless, because it is free from the signs of greed, etc., and free from the signs of all conditioned things. It is called desirous because it is free from hankering of greed, etc., and because it is not desired by craving. Summary: the greed seers who are free from craving declare that Nibbana is an objective state which is deathless, absolutely endless, unconditioned, and unsurpassed. Thus, as fourfold, the Tathagatas reveal the ultimate realities: consciousness, mental factor, matter, and Nibbana.
Thank you so much. 高長氣啊 Elena.
Thank you.
讀晒係啦，我哋 Nibbana whole thing 嗬。Okay, let's come for the explanation 嗬。Cecilia, can you understand Cantonese? 廣東話你 OK 冇聽得明冇？得係咪 ？OK。 Okay. Yeah, raise hand please once you finish. Okay, class, basically, Nibbana is certain thing quite hard for us to express, to tell to the people. Especially if you go out to join to the funeral ceremony. Then you said that we're hoping that the demise, the disease, okay, peacefully enter Nibbana. Usually not many people understand. Okay, even though a Buddhist, we say that Nibbana is our aim, also quite hard to understand. But Mahayana, they are using a more ways to tell us. He said that everybody got one Buddha nature. The Buddha nature is within yourself. Sometimes say within your heart, but you don't understand it. This Buddha nature actually in the past exists, present also exists, in the future also exists. It's just like a money in the ATM machine. If there will still be exist without withdrawal. But if you withdraw present, so in the future it no more exists. So it means what? It means that Nibbana is certain thing which is unconditioned, because not everything is subject to the condition. Our mentality and materiality. According to the Visuddhimagga, basically, class, if let's say you try to do the observation to the Nama-rupa, the knowledge, you see after once you process to the Jhana, okay, you have Apana Samadhi. From using the Samadhi, you knowledge of the analyzing mind and matter. Then next you go to discern the cause and condition. From here, you will see the Nama-rupa in the most subtle particle, or whether it's in the Nama Kalapa or the Rupa Kalapa. Once you see that will rise and fall, until certain stage, when it mature, everything will be disappeared suddenly. And only one thing will appear in front of you, that is the Nibbana. This Nibbana, when it appears, you will see, you will no more rise and fall. And this is the state which is eternal. For Buddha, there will be a little bit different from Arahant, according to the Mahayana Sutra. I say that because the Buddha have already cultivated for 3 Mahakapa, 3 Kappa eon. But for Arahant, maybe less than that. But anyway, that state is our all Buddhists aiming for. So how we tell people, because here we're telling people through the Vipassana easy, but anyway, why we aim for that? Number one, at that state, it is totally free from greedy, free from any desire. And now once you reach there, basically you must be attained the path and the fruit, because of the consciousness of the supraman, the path and fruit we have a subject of a Nibbana. And since you still got have the physical body, even though you experience Nibbana, so we got twofold. One is with the remaining residue of the 5 aggregate. Second one, once like Buddha, the 5 aggregate already gone, no more. So there will be another type of Nibbana, which is without any residue. So for us now, we try our best to aiming for the Nibbana with the residue. Since like for the Buddha, even because still got the residue of the body, meaning to say that there's still got some vipaka. So that's why Buddha, before entering Nibbana to the Pari-Nibbana, he experienced diarrhea, back pain, all this. So why? Because the karma will still come back as long as you got the physical body. So the Nibbana actually, if you're able to attain, especially long term in there will be no more reincarnation. No more reincarnation. And then the question said that if once you attain Nibbana, will you come back become the being or not? No. Why? Because Mahayana Sutra said that just like you burning the charcoal or become the ashes no more come back become the charcoal. Okay? And then again in Mahayana, I think in Abhidhamma they were asked that if that's the case, will we Buddha before? Then we answer that Of course, we are not Buddha before. We are the living being with the ignorance. But just somehow, don't know why, due to the ignorance, just like ocean, suddenly the wind, the ignorance of the wind blow, so a lot of ocean, a lot of wave. So all the wave is the phenomena, due to the ignorance, the wind of the ignorance. So the phenomena is what we see here. You see or not? We see the earth, we see external mountain, okay, and we see the five aggregate. But they said actually everything behind everything, actually they are from our Nibbana or the Buddha nature in Mahayana. Plus, you got it or not? I think this type of the questions that only we ask is in the Abhidhamma only. Abhidhamma. Usually, in Nikaya itself, very simple. They say Nibbana is just free from anger, greedy, and stupidity, but it's too simple. People will ask a lot one. So one thing is we can't explain why people they got the Buddha nature, suddenly they become a living being. We cannot answer. But once you attain to the Buddhahood, you experience the Nibbana, you will no more fall back again. It's quite guaranteed. Okay? So class, you get it or not? And then ignorance is the major reason why we reincarnate. But in order to break the avijja, the ignorance, okay, we don't need eon kappa of the wisdom. Why? Because class, just like now, we are staying in the dark cave. See or not? Many kappa like you see a dark cave. You see we are in the reincarnation for so long already. Just like we are in the dark cave for so long, for millions kappa. But in order to light up the cave, Samantha, how long it takes for you to use the candle to light the cave, which is darkened for million kappa years. You need a candle light to light the candle light for million kappa's life to light up the cave. Do you need that time? Need that long time or not?
No.
So how long you need just to light up the dark cave?
Immediately.
Yes, that's why. So this is why in Zen, they claim that even though we reincarnate for so long, but for the Buddhahood, you no need to take so long. Just enlightenment, then the whole dark cave will be lightened already. So the the shining of the dark cave is certain like enlightenment, and it's also now we call it attaining Nibbana or attaining to the Buddha nature. Got it or not? That's why for the Zen and the Tantric, they don't. For them, they don't take 3 Maha Eon Kappa for attainment for Buddhahood. No, for them, just in this very life, they can attain. They're using this theory to talk. To mention about this. Okay, get it or not? Okay, so this is the Nibbana. We try our best to attain. So basically, with the help of the Visuddhimagga, it's quite clear how to attain. Clear. The picture is very clear. According to the Visuddhimagga, it's very clear. You just follow step by step. Then you do the Vipassana. Usually have to begin with the Sila. Then with the absorption, concentration. So finally with the wisdom or the Jnana. Okay. Then finally you go to the Nibbana. So this is what can happening to you. Okay. Now we go back to the theory. Okay. Just explain the terminology only. So we said that, you see, okay, class, even though, nowadays, if let's say I go to the funeral ceremony, I noticed that this type of Nibbana is very hard to explain, even the Buddha nature. So we prefer use Western Pure Land. People easily, to let go, okay, especially, for the relative of the disease, usually the elderly, go to Western Pure Land. How nice. Because the elderly are already sick, bedridden for many years. Now, Western Pure Land is the place better than here. No more suffering on the bed, in the bedridden state. They like it a lot. They can easily to let go and forgive themselves. If you talk about Nibbana, is too hard. So that's why the Nian Fo Farmer is so popular. It's so popular compared, easily understandable, easily to capture, easily to start, especially for the near-deaf people. Okay, but for you and I, we should work harder. I mean, because for Nian Fo Farmer also got different stages. If you Nian Fo, go to the highest one is the integration of Vipassana with the Nian Fo, then what you still understand the five aggregate. Finally, that one Nian Fo, the Shixiang Nian Fo, still finally experience the Nibbana. Same only. Okay, class, let's take a look. So here is here is the terminology. Number one is the Nibbana is a supramande. So class, take a look. Supra, not the mande. It's a supramande. Okay, I usually realize for the four path. Four path what? Sotapan, Anagami, Sotapan, Sadagami, Anagami, and the Arahant. Four path. Four path. Why? Because only the four path could experience that. Class, let's take a look. So this is okay. I better go back to the English diagram. Okay, class, take a look. So let me come back here again. Okay, so we go to the list of the table. Okay, so we go to the table. It's a chapter number 4, the absorption jhana process. We go to diagram 169, please. 169. Okay, class, let's take a look. So this is the absorption. Okay. Now, see that class, path and the fruit. This is the path and the fruit. This is the diagram. Okay. Class, do you follow? If I mention the table, Elena, if I mention the table immediately, can you come to this? Can easily, okay, for Cecilia and Samantha, maybe a little bit difficult. Maybe you just take a look. See that. So, class, this is the path. This is the fruit. This is the average. This is the kin. We just see the average. So the path and the fruit. So the path and the fruit, they will experience the Nibbana for these stages. And for the path and the fruit, is even though, especially the path, even though one moment only, but one moment is enough to eternally eliminate the defilement. For example, the Sotapan, they will totally eliminate. For the doubt, okay, and then also we got the greedy, 4 type of the greedy consciousness also will be totally eradicated. Okay, so this is how our path of the consciousness works. Once it works, eradicate it, immediately we go to the fruit. So the fruit consciousness will experience the Nibbana. Once you prolong the fruition, so we call it as a samadhi of the pala. Samadhi of the pala. It will sustain very long. But since you still got a physical body, so Sotaban have to reborn at least 7 times to come back to clear all the residue of the aggregate. So finally, it will go to the Arahant. Okay, so Arahant, there will totally no more remaining, and then just you'll be in that Nibbana state forever. But here is the Bodhisattva come back. Why? Okay, if let's say you go to the Nibbana, 7 life only can come back. Are you willing to let your family member for past many life just in the samsara, but you are enjoy the Nibbana? Who wants to help their family also to go to Nibbana? Please raise your hand. You hope that my family member. Okay, if that's the case, you all more suitable become the Bodhisattva already. The Bodhisattva is not the Bodhisattva in the organization, cooking, or maybe sweeping the floor as a Bodhisattva. Not that type. What I mean is the type one possess the knowledge of the Vipassana and the Samadhi. I mean this one. So for the Bodhisattva, according to the Abhidhamma, they are able to attain Nibbana just with the one, when they flip the coin, before the coin fall down, they can attain Nibbana. They have this ability, but just they don't want only. So this is the Bodhisattva we aim, we mean here, how we mean here. Okay, so this is how during the first century, Mahayana arise, because they said that everybody aim for the Arahana. So finally, no more people to sustain to the Dhamma, to keep the Dhamma in the earth, no more. So Bodhisattva play roles to keep to the Dhamma. They understand that the five aggregate is rise and fall. It's very uncomfortable, but they will, due to the compassionate, they stay back for my family member, for my past life family member. See or not? So that's why in the first century, this is very popular. Compare aiming for the arahantship. This Bodhisattva, very popular. But later on, the Bodhisattva with the longer development become sweeping also Bodhisattva. When they still got some excessive food, like we say, hey, Pusa, help to clean all the food. Also, it's the Bodhisattva. So later, in the later stage development, but in the very beginning, the Bodhisattva is very capable one, like Arahant. Okay, then next, let's take a look. Okay, then here, let's see. Then he said that it's departure from the craving. Then they said we got totally four ultimate reality. Nibbana is the last one. Class always remember that we got four of the ultimate reality: Nama, Rupa, matter. Sorry. Okay, Chitta, Chittasika, Rupa, and also the Nibbana. The previous three one, how we define ultimate reality. Once we are using the Jhana to analyze our consciousness and also our materiality to the smallest particle until undissectable, that is we call as the ultimate reality. The Nibbana is the only one with the Sabhava, with his own entity and itself, and it is unconditioned. Only Nibbana itself is unconditioned. Okay, get it now? So that's what we discuss here. See or not? Once you experience that, there will be no more greed, hatred, and delusion. Now we still got so we are still in the samsara. Here, just as we mentioned, with the residue remaining and without the residue remaining. Okay, and then Nibbana has one intrinsic nature, which is unconditioned, deathless element. So always remember that the whole world, everything is conditioned. So we call them as a conventional truth. Only Nibbana itself we call it as the ultimate truth, because Nibbana is is the only one which is unconditioned. Condition means what? It comes from different cause and condition or combined together. So it is not without any condition. Okay, then here you see another. So with the absence of the five aggregate, Arahant is called with the residue remaining. They still got some residue remaining. If Arahant demise is without the residue remaining, you see or not? So meaning to say Buddha also is without the residue remaining. Basically, we still got residue remaining. And if you're able to reborn to the fourth jhana, especially the last 5 realms, so at that stage, they got only last life only. Okay, class, remember that diagram. Okay, it's this stage, class. It's this stage. Okay, please turn to the page. Okay, the list of the table. Okay, please turn to the page. Is this? Okay, 1x6 class, 1x6. Okay, class, if let's say you are the third stage Arahant, mostly at the third stage Arahant, they will be reborn to this place, class. This durable, serene, not this. They will this. Okay. Durable, serene, beautiful, clear sight, highest pure abode. This is the 5 we call as a pure abode for the anagami. So anagami here experience the last life, will go to the Nibbana. Then once they reach the Nibbana, no more reincarnation. They will be eternally bye-bye with us. See or not? So you see or not? Meaning to say, I found that if you talk about people, people who have the bond with you, you are not willing to say bye-bye eternally with them. You hope to bring them together. So that's why we are using a lot of analogy like a ship, like a vessel, from this side to another side to describe the condition and the unconditioned. So the Heart Sutra, pure unmentioned, is the unconditioned, is the Nibbana. We are all in the conditional side. So it takes time, we need samatha vipassana skills to cross from this side to this soul to another soul. But sadly to say that our Heart Sutra and the Dhamma Sutra don't have very clear the stages, don't have. Immediately we talk about the highest one. Or generally, in the Dhamma Sutra, we just generally said that there is one is we call it as a conventional truth, as one is the ultimate truth, that's all. Not very clear how from this soul to another soul. Okay. But in order to attain to that soul, we got we also got ways to go. It depends on our capacity. You see or not? It's the devoid of the great hatred and the delusion. If let's say you go through the signless, okay, animitta, you're free from the side of the greed. If you go with the desireless, so you are free from the hankering of the greed. And you also, through the void, you're devoid of the greed, hatred, and delusion. It means what? Class, it depends on our capacity. If you are the one born of the faith, with the greed, the faith type people and the wisdom type of people, you will go into the door with the 3 different doors, either through the void, or either through the desireless, or either through the signless. All happening in which stage is in each stage, class. Is this Sankara Upekanya, knowledge of the equanimity towards formation. So here, there will be 3 doors up to you. If let's say, due to the different capacity, you come through the different door to attain to this Nibbana. And the name of the Nibbana will be named according to the door you go in. If you attain the Nibbana through the void, you attain to the void Nibbana. If you through the silence, because it's a silence Nibbana. If you go through the desireless, will be desireless Nibbana. So this is how happen here. It depends on your capacity or your character. Yes, Mr. Leong, any questions?
Sifu, since the anagami is ranging from 23 to 27, then where does the arahant lies?
Arahant no place to go already. You mean arahant where to lies? So if they become the arahant already, okay, you mean once they become arahant, it depends. Somehow, if let's say anagami itself is the residual body in the 4th jhana. So when they become arahant, no more body already. Immediately they go to the Nibbana already. If let's say they meditate as a human body, actually not necessarily you go to the jhana to attain to the 3rd stage arahant. Not necessary. From this very life, you can from 1st stage jump to 3rd stage possible. So with this body, we are still considered as the 3rd stage arahant. And we work harder, we attain to the 4th stage arahant. Once we die, we abandon the remaining residue of the body, then no more come back again. Okay? So that's how, Mr. Leong.
Mm.
Satisfied?
So, Sifu, no, since you see like for example, non-perception or neither perception nor non-perception, this is the level where the Buddha's teachers lies, isn't it?
Yes, one of it, especially this and this, is the Buddha teacher.
Like for example, Sariputta.
No. Alala kalama. The Buddha's teaches alala kamala. Alala kamala. Let me show you. Alala kamala. Alala kamala. So this is alala kamala. It's the Buddha teacher. Alala kamala. Okay, let me see. Okay, alala. Buddha teacher. Sorry, Alara Kamala. Okay. Alara Kamala. They are in this stage, Alara Kamala. They are here. They are here. Okay. So the Anagami, they are here. So this is their last life. So next life, no more body already. So attain to the Arahant already. No more body. Mr. Leong, once they reach here, they cannot come back as a human anymore. Because in order to become a human, you still need the self, the ignorance of the self. And the self no more already. You already eradicate the wrong perception of the self. No more come back again. So that's why the first century Mahayana, some they say that no matter how, you don't choose become the Arahant. Because once you choose become Arahant, you cannot go start anymore. So you will just totally, eternally say bye-bye with all the living beings. So in Mahayana, you will see that they will say that even though you reincarnate in the hell, better than become Arahant. Why? Because Bodhisattva always compassionate with the living being, no matter how. See or not. So this is why the early stage of Mahayana come up with this type of perception. But later on, it comes out certain thing that the Buddha attain Nibbana can come back. It's stated in what? In the Ta Pei Zhou, Great Compassionate Mantra. That sutra. That sutra mentioned that Guan Yin, Daosan Guan Yin previously was a Buddha, but he compassionate to the living being, so he goes start back, become, the Bodhisattva. This is very rare. I think only one or two sutra said that, once you attain to the Buddhahood, you can come back again. Mostly say cannot. Why? Because in order to reincarnate, you still need a little bit ignorance. No matter how, that ignorance, you cannot eradicate. That ignorance keep on bring you back, reincarnate. You need that ignorance. Meaning to say that you cannot totally wake up. If you wake up already, you cannot go back to the dreaming state, because everybody is still in the dreaming state. So that is how Mahayana appeared, and they have a different perception. Get it? Get it?
Yes.
Anyway, the Mahayana is based on Abhidhamma. It will look very, very logic. Why they think so? But usually Mahayana Sutra, if without the basic of the Abhidhamma, it will just, you don't know where is somewhere Mahayana, don't know where is it, or just that we just know they keep on blaming Arahant or the small vehicle, but we don't know why they blame it. But here it's very clear already. So now, what's your choice? Do you aim for big vehicle? Can you raise your hand? Big vehicle. Okay, if you aim for big vehicle, I think preferably you become the Mahayana from the more strict definition one. The Theravada definition one. Is the with the Vipassana, with the psychic, with the Jhana. That Bodhisattva can work as well. Okay. So, Mr. Leong, am I answering you?
Okay, yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. Whereas for the Western Pure Land, during the first century. So this is what we study here. It's all before first century is already there already. Of course, commentary is the coming. I mean, is coming out after the Buddha time. But for the Western Pure Land, it's very popular in the Kandara. So this is the Western Pure Land. They don't aim for this Nibbana already. So Pakistan. Yeah, during the first century, especially the place in this Afghanistan, Pakistan, they start to popular with the Western Pure Land. They reborn to the Western Pure Land because they notice that attainment for the Sotapan, except you attain to the Sotapan, or you can subject to retrogress easily. Easily you can retrogress, you can fall back. They worry that they will come back into the three woeful state. That's what they worry. So the Western Pure Land perception, very popular in the first century in that area. So people prefer to opt to that. And this, they start spreading to the China because very close to the China, Afghanistan, Pakistan. So in China, they prefer this Western Pure Land rather than this type of Nibbana. So many people they practice. So until even the KL area, Mahayana is very popular. So they are using Omitofo to replace good morning, good night, and good evening, and even farewell. Why? Because they really uphold that. They think it's very good place. It's good substitution for the Nibbana. So here I think we openly let you to make a choice. And then you see or not, since this Western Pure Land, because very emphasized the Pure Land itself, when you reach to the China, some China monk, high monk, they also like me, they study Abhidhamma. They notice that they automatically they try to do the integration. Once they integrate their own school with the Pure Land, so it comes out that the Pure Land with the different stages, the final one is equivalent with the Vipassana, Nibbana, all this will be coming out. See or not? You get it or not? Why? You will hear that it's because Buddhism have a good development in China before the Western Pure Land Dhamma reached there. So they try to have some integration. Like what I do, Abhidhamma integrate with the Pure Land. So you can choose for Pure Land easy, but if you can, please aim for the Nibbana. Something like that. Okay? So we finish the Nibbana already. So let's take a look. Okay, I don't want to start a new chapter again yet. Okay, so the next chapter is a comprehensive chart on the matter. Let's see. So this is a chart some more. Okay. Then we go to the comparative of the category. So we dismissed 20 minutes early. I hope that you can just roughly go through all the important notes in your textbook. Just have a rough idea with the diagram, so you know the most important you must put into the practice. See where were you. Okay. And then before we dismiss to the class, let's take a look. Now, our IT guy integrate AI inside to the class replacement system. So class, you take a look. You will have a look to this. So this is the one. You will see. This one is early student attendance. Early student attendance. Child attendance. So once you click here, okay. So this will appear. So you change to English. Early Vihara student attendance. So for example, it's Leong Yu Ming. Okay, we'll put the name Leong Yu M-I-N-G or Leong Yu Ming M-E-N-G.
M-E-N-G.
M-E-N-G. Okay, M-E-N-G, yes. So what's the last four digit of mobile phone? Last four digit. Last four digit of the mobile phone. Last four digit.
629 5331.
Yes, 5331, last 4 digits. So we open the learning dashboard. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay. Enroll courses is number 1. Pending certificate. Total attendance is a 1. So here's a makeup lesson. Okay. So meaning to say attended 1, total 1 classes. Okay. So from here is the Qigong, the 3rd one. So from here immediately we know that the AI, it seems either the people who play the AI not good enough, or the AI itself is still underdeveloped. So here we quite clearly there's a mistake. So we need time for Yuan Zhen, our ID guy, to have the modification over that. One thing why the mistake number 1 is your name, class. Your name are Leong Yu Ming and Ko Pui Hong. For an AI, they can differentiate one. They just check Leong Yu Ming only. But mostly, you're attending to the class with the Leong Yu Ming and Ko Pui Hong. I think maybe I use Yap Fok Lin as an example. For example, Yap Fok Lin. Okay, let's see. So this is the Yap Fok Lin example. Yes, Yap Fok Lin. Yap. Okay, Elena Yap Fok Lin. Usually, you use a name. Okay, Yap Fok. Yap Fok. F-O-O-K. Yap Fok Lin. It is correct, Yap Fok Lin? What's the last 4 digit, Elena? On the mic again.
6162.
6162. Okay. See, it says a lot of mistake here. This one looks more normal. Yap Fok Lin, total 6 courses. Oh, sorry. Let me try to again. I should change to the English first. Okay. Elena Yap Fok Lin. Elena Yap Fok Lin. Okay, what's the number?
6162.
6162. Okay. Then we open the learning dashboard. So this is more logic. You see or not? Enroll course totally 6. Total attendance 91. Nearly 100. Yes, applause. Nearly 100. Okay. I think this record is more reliable. So we tell you that in progress, you can make up the lesson for the Leng Yan Jing. You see or not? You attend 11 out of total 43 classes. So you make up the class, you see, you click here, make up the class lesson, then it start to scanning for you. You see or not? You see? Wow, so many, Elena, you missed out the class. So you can just play the video and click it, then it start playing already. Yes, sounds good and easy. But if you're lazy, no people can help you. Everything AI do for you already. You miss this, you click, everything come out already. Yes. But if you don't want to do this, it doesn't matter because up to you to choose. So from here, we get already. Leng Yanji, Introduction to Buddhism, you see, 87.2 percentage. Immediately you know everything already from here. So all is due to the AI. So you see, qualifier. This is the complete. From here we know that. Okay. Of course, this is the first one I'll be touching 35.7. Ding dong. Because the Mandarin you start to feel difficult already. It's easy, right? These are okay. Okay, so Mr. Leong, you got one lesson. It doesn't come out like Elena. You have to call to the Jason. There must be some mistake in menu. You write your wrong name, so the AI cannot detect. Okay, Mr. Leong, please call. Make it correct. You will come for graduation and get your certificate, including Cecilia, also Samantha. You're all inside in the attendance already. So the Zoom is, what?
Maybe you put my name wrongly in your list. Because
never mind. You just correct it. You call Jason. Maybe I put wrong or you put wrong because you're not Leong Yu Ming and Ko Pui Hon. Sometimes you stroke, sometimes you bracket, and then all AI they don't know what. So you have to correct it yourself. You clear it by yourself. Because for me, everything you figure out by yourself. What I may know is just a calculation. Oh, make up one class, so I count 1, 2, 3. That is my mistake. The rest all you key yourself. Then everything go to the filing. You don't know that the name is so important. Zone name is so important actually for this one. Okay. Anyway, you got mistake. Contact Jason. Just contact him. Tell him that. So Jason will find out the reason why are you only one only. But Elena look normal 6 courses, then 91. This is the normal statistic. Okay, got it, class? Okay. So we transfer the merit. Okay, place palms together. I wish to inculcate.
I wish to inculcate
Okay.
More favorable consciousness.
more favorable consciousness
Through transferring merit
through transferring merit
to my past life enemy and relative.
to my past life enemy and relative.
May they be liberated
May they be liberated
and free from suffering,
and free from suffering,
attain Nibbana,
attain Nibbana,
and helping others to do the same.
and helping others to do the same.
Yes, may ye please.
Thank you, Sifu, for teaching us. We pay respect to Sifu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, bye-bye.